We saw all the aspects of shares, its issue, and other aspects involved in the issue and forfeiture of shares. Now, let us discuss the aspects of debentures in detail. First, let us understand what is a debenture. In simple terms, a debenture is a written instrument acknowledging a debt under the common seal of the company. Sometimes, when a company does not want to issue shares and dilute stake, or for any other reasons does not wish to issue shares, then most commonly the company issues debentures. These debentures may sometimes carry a charge on the assets of the company. It represents a loan to the company and carries a predetermined fixed rate of interest and also has set provisions regarding repayment. The debenture holders get interest on debentures irrespective of the financial results achieved by the company. We saw what is shares and we also saw the meaning of debentures. To get more clarity on this, let us now see what is the distinction between shares and debentures. The first basis of differentiation is regarding ownership. Shares represent the ownership of the company as a shareholder holds shares which are a part of the capital of the company. So, shareholders are owners of the company. However, debentures are an acknowledgement of debts and debenture holders are creditors of the company. The next basis of differentiation is the return. The return for having invested in shares of a company is called as dividend, whereas the return on debentures is called as interest. The next basis of differentiation is regarding the relation to capital. As we saw that shareholders are owners of the company and debenture holders are creditors. So, shares are a part of the owned capital, whereas debentures are a part of the borrowed capital. Further, the next basis of differentiation is repayment. The amount invested in shares is not repaid to the shareholders during the lifetime of the company. It is only repaid at the time of liquidation of the company. On the other hand, debentures are issued for a specified period and the amount of debentures is repayable on the expiry of such period. The next basis of differentiation is voting rights. The shareholders, being the owners of the company, enjoy voting rights and can control the affairs of the company to an extent. The debenture holders, being creditors, do not enjoy any voting rights. The next basis of differentiation is the security. The shares of a company are not secured by any charge on the assets of the company, whereas the debentures are secured by a charge on the assets of the company. The next basis of differentiation is the convertibility. Shares cannot be converted into any other type of shares under any circumstances. However, debentures can be converted into other type of debentures or into shares. Further, shares do not guarantee a fixed rate on the dividend that will be declared, whereas the interest on debentures is paid at a rate which is predetermined and fixed. The nature of dividend is that it is an appropriation of profits, whereas the interest on debentures is a charge against the profits. This is because dividends are the profits distributed among the owners, that is, the shareholders, whereas debenture interest is akin to paying an interest to the creditors. The shares are disclosed within the head share capital, which in turn is disclosed under the head of shareholders' funds, since shares are an owned fund of the company. Debentures are disclosed within the head long-term borrowings, which in turn is disclosed under the head of non-current liabilities, since debentures are a borrowed fund of the company. Shares once allotted cannot be forfeited for non-payment of allotment money or call money. The debentures, however, can be forfeited for non-payment of call money. When liquidation happens, the debentures are paid off first and the shareholders are paid at last. So, debenture holders enjoy a priority over the shareholders at the time of winding up.